Hello, beautiful people. Hello, everybody. How's that audio treating you? Give me a little feedback here before we get real warmed up and going here. I just want to see what we got. Got that chat going. Make sure you've got that chat going. Make sure you've hit that subscribe button and you hit that like button. You got to like that video for the algorithm. Let's see. I think it's down here or something. Hit that like button. You know it, baby. And then don't forget to turn on those notifications. Let me know how that audio is. Real good. Real nice. Sounds fine. Sounds good. Awesome. Fantastic. Isn't that nice? Well, we've already got a decent little pool of chat going here. So let's kick it off right now. I want to welcome you. Welcome everybody. Like I said, you did the like thing, we did the subscribe thing, the notification thing. So it's the intro thing now. Welcome to Better Days with Schwartzy. Isn't that fantastic? It's Tuesday. It's 6 p.m. skis. I got a brand new set here. Look at that. We had such fun last time. We decided to put a little money into the show. We got some sponsors kicking. So we put some money into the show. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that nice? You know, we don't do this for nothing. We do this for you. So it's always nice to spruce the place up. I've got a little picture here. Adam Balski. I hit my head on this thing. Oxy Zero Designs made that for me. I love that old Greg. Got the old picture of Tracy's mother skis. So let's get into it. Today, our show is brought to you by Pro Wrestling Edge. Look at that. I even fixed the graphic skis. Isn't that nice? Well, Pro Wrestling Edge, I love these homies. These guys cover everything all across the Midwest and even outside the Midwest when it comes to professional wrestling. They're based out of Michigan, but they know no bounds. That's right, homies. You can catch them on Anchor, which is one of the many platforms that they're on. I personally listen to them on Spotify. Isn't that fantastic? Spotify, if you hit that follow button, they give me the notifications. But I'm telling you right now, the whole crew, they're very relatable, really cool guys. I've done some interviews with them, some top names doing interviews with them, and they cover a lot of professional wrestling that you see today. Like I said, they know no bounds. They're not just based out of Michigan and covering Michigan wrestling. They're covering a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So I love my homies over there. Catch them on Anchor. Catch them on Spotify. You can also find them on YouTube. Isn't that fantastic? Who else we got here? Oh, the Natives Against Thankstaking. They're a group on Facebook. Isn't that nice? Zach Comer, my homie. They've got a little group on Facebook. They wanted to let you know that they've got a lot of great shit on there. They're covering everything that makes you laugh, from wrestling to the memes to all types of stuff. So why don't you head on over there? Go on over to Facebook, Natives Against Thankstaking, memes, wrestling, and marijuana. Love all that. That's a great combination there. Head on over to Facebook and give them a like and follow their group. Oh, the Midnight Snuggie Hour. That's right. You can follow them over on Google Podcasts. That's right. They're a brand new podcast with a lot of stuff out there covering all types of entertainment. They're out there. Go follow them on Google Podcasts. They're a really good time. I gave their first show a listen. It's about under an hour. It's really enjoyable, like what we do here. So I really would give them a listen to. Great content. Great stuff over there. We love it. We love to see it. Don't you love to see it? Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, welcome to the show. Let's open these shits out. Well, it's awful. I think a lot of the things that I do is awful. That's not the worst thing that I do. But this is my best Schwartzy impression, if you will. Isn't that nice? And I wanted to let you know, welcome to the show. What we do here today is we talk about just some random topics that we all find interesting and fun, a potpourri, if you will. And what I'll do is I'm going to put the little banner in the corner and let you know what we're talking about today. We've got some interesting topics. We got somebody joining us today, VINNIE RATTLOCKE. Isn't that nice? He's going to try some candy canes today. He's going to sample a little food there, and we're going to see how that works out. So let's kick off the show, right? Well, we talked about it last week. You guys wanted to talk about mental health. A little thing that I like to do, a little thing that we all like to do, little topics, little things that we can throw into our day, maybe into our week, throw into our routine to make a better, a positive mental state for each other. Yes, isn't that fantastic? Well, I wanted to share something with you, what I do. what I do when what I want to do is to I want to make goals for myself. Sometimes we want to achieve certain things. We want to make certain things happen, and it's not, we don't want to do something crazy, but we want to make it obtainable. What we want to do is we want to put our goals in front of us on a daily basis. I think it's a great idea to constantly put your goals in front of you and face them every day. And then when you see that goals, it's that manifestation. I'm really big into manifestation. So if you can find a way to stare at your goals on a daily basis, why can't you achieve them if you put 3 goals in front of you? So Dread King Logan, yes, Dread King Logan, based out of Detroit, really excellent talent, gave me this fantastic idea. Yes. What we do is he told me to take my goals. Shit, I'm not going to set down here. I ain't got that much money. What I do is I take a dry erase board. I've got this one here that's nice. I got it from the dollar, I believe from one of the resale shops or some shit like that. And what we do is we put our goals on this, and I put it right by my door every day before I leave, before I go. So like, we've got a lot of workers on the show, a lot of wrestlers, a lot of homies, a lot of players. Let's be real. You guys want to make some goals for yourself. If you're wrestlers, you want to work better, work one new promotion. Okay, that's nice. So I've got work one new promotion. Oh, we've got a hater in the chat, homie. Let me tell you right now, I've been working about a minute in the Independence. You think you can't shake no haters? Oh, I'll tell you another thing. So we've got work one new promotion, since this homie thinks I probably don't get much work anyway, and I'm quite the jobber. So one of my goals is I'd like to work one new promotion coming up. So I'll put that there. Lose 10 pounds. That's a nice. It's always good to put a short-term one there. If you put a short-term goal on there, and it's always see that you achieve that goal and you can knock it off the list. Boom! It's always good to see it in action. So lose 10 pounds. That's not unobtainable. So what I like to do to make my mental health better, to make sure that I'm achieving my goals, and to make sure that I'm getting to where I need to be and giving myself a better life and making things happen the way I want them is I like to put my goals on a dry erase board. Like I said, you can get them for $1 over at the Dollar Tree. You can go over to Dollar General. You can go to one of those cheap stores. You can get yourself a fancy one mounted on your wall. You can go to Walmart. I don't give a shit what you do. But if you put your goals every day, just 3, don't get wild. Don't get crazy. Don't start shooting. Shoot for the stars, obviously, but don't shoot so high that you can't obtain your goals. It's nice to just knock them out of the park, homie. So what you should do is you should just put 3 goals in front of your face every day. Okay? That's nice. That's fantastic. And always find yourself chipping away at those goals, making them work. Maybe they will motivate you a little bit more and all that shit. And it's just good to see it. You love to see it. Cheap plug for the show coming up. We'll get into that later. You love to see it. But, you love to see it. You love to see your goals. They're staring you in your face. And with them staring you in your face, you achieve them a lot more. Manifestation's a real thing. You can really see what you're doing, and it happens. I just put it in front of you. Don't avoid your goals. Face them head on. Why are you avoiding your goals? They're your goals. You want your goals. You want to achieve your goals. You want these things to happen. If these things happen, you will be that much happier. Why wouldn't you do the things to be happier? Someone told me earlier this year, gave me some great advice. Stop standing in your own way. What? Stop standing in my own way. I'm Schwartzy. What do you mean I'm standing in my own way? Sometimes when we take a step back, we realize we're standing in our own way. And we have to really take a look at what we're doing and what we're not doing. You will never get a reaction if you don't create an action, you won't get a reaction. So if you want a reaction, such as getting better bookings and losing weight and stuff like that, but you don't take the actions, how Homie, how are you going to get a reaction without the action? It just don't happen. So that's what I'm saying. Put it in front of your face. Let it happen. I'm getting heckled. Did you manifest to have 3 people watch you live? No, I did not manifest 3 people watching me live, but that's why I've got 9. Ha! That's shit. Anyway, we're gonna move along. We were supposed to have a guest. Let me see what's going on here. Ooh, yeah, nope. We were supposed to have a guest. We were supposed to have VINNIE RATTLOCKE on here. I don't know where that homie is. I sent him an invite. Maybe he saw the show. Maybe he's seen my work. Maybe he cut dodge, but can't be mad at him for that. He's probably seen my work. Probably knows what I can do, just like the guy in the chat that's heckling me right now. Anyway, let's move along. So we've talked about mental health. We talked about a little tip, dry erase board, blah, blah, blah. We did all that, right? Cool. Awesome. Fresh. Love it. Let's talk about wealth. Oh, isn't that nice? We're just a couple of regular Joes, all of us out here. We all just like to smoke a little weed. We like to have a little good time, have a little drinky poo and party skis. But you want to live life on your own terms. You want to make sure that you have some sort of safety net. You want to make sure that you have some sort of money stocked away for later. Last week we talked about crypto. I talked about one of the things that I use. I use CoINBASE. CoINBASE was the one that I used. That'll give you some free cryptocurrency. We talked about that last week, and I wanted to give you something else that I use. I'm going to start to give you what I'm going to do with these wealth things right now is I'm going to start showing you the tools that I use. Once we get into the tools that I use, you can better follow along when I give you more in-depth tips and tricks. So what I like to do is I like to use I like to save my money. What I found out is that, everyone has a penny jar for the most part, a change jar. We all put our change away. Some of us do it for cigarettes. Some of us do it for, a drink or some shit like that. But why can't, as money moves from paper and coin to a more digital currency, why can't we take our digital change, put it aside, and save that for later? Well, isn't that fantastic? I am not sponsored, by the way, in any way by the following product. I use an app called Acorns. I just started using this very recently, and I absolutely love it. Well, you're probably asking yourself, what is Acorns? Sorry, just a little smoke cough. What is Acorns? Well, Acorns is what it does is it connects itself to your bank account. It connects yourself to one of your cards, and it takes a little bit of change, rounds it up to the nearest dollar when you make a purchase, or sometimes smaller if you're a little bit more conservative, and it'll put that money away. And at every $5 increment, it will put itself into an account. And what it'll do, it will invest that money if you want to, as aggressively or as moderately as you want. And it'll either invest and grow that money for you. Isn't that fantastic? Like I said, I'm not sponsored by this. I really just love this thing. And what it does is it puts that money away as aggressively or as moderately as you want, homie. I'm telling you, okay? And it puts that money away, rounds it up to the nearest dollar, 50 cents. Sometimes it makes it go to 25 cents, whatever you want, something small. But it puts that money away. It puts it in a little account. Every $5, it throws it into your account, and it reinvests that. I actually got referred to the Acorns account by professional wrestler Ace Austin. Isn't that fantastic? Little shout out to Ace Austin. He told me about this Acorns app, and I said, what the fuck is this Acorns app? I have to check it out. So I checked it out, and it's really fantastic. You just link it to your bank account. And you can get my link in below. I put the links to everything down here at the bottom. Everything you can find in the descripciones. You can find your link right here to the Acorns app. What you do is you just sign up for it as moderately or as aggressively as you want. The younger you are, the more time you have. Homie, I'm telling you, put your money away now. party it up, live yourself a good time, enjoy your life, and have a safety net for later. It's stupid not to. Why wouldn't you? You can live life on your own terms. There's all these little tools. You don't have to go get yourself a 9-to-5 ski, but you just have to invest the money you are making correctly. So let me tell you right now, homies, go ahead. In the description, you can use my link to the Acorns app. I don't really get shit out of it. It's not really a referral link I get much out of. I think like every 4 people I get like $5 or something. That's fantastic. But like I don't poo-poo free money, but you know, it's really just a good tool. I'm not sponsored by them. If you'd like to sponsor me, Acorns, you can follow me at Twitter at Schwartzy. At Twitter and Instagram, I would be more than happy to take your sponsorship $1. But let me tell you right now, we are that is a little tip on wealth, a little thing you can do there. We've talked about mental health. We've talked about wealth. That's nice. We've run you through the dry erase board. We've run you through the Acorns app. But right now, my homie, my player, my baby boy, I am coughing up a storm here. Let me get a little coffee in me. I got to get excited for him. He's a great guest to have on the show. Isn't that nice? Have an attitude of gratitude. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, let me tell you right now, he doesn't even know that I named this segment this, but this is the name of the segment. This is my boy, ladies and gentlemen, RATTLOCKE Eats Shit. That's right. Welcome to RATTLOCKE Eats Shit. He's going to eat some shit every once in a while, homie. He's going to come on here. He's going to try some shit. He's going to tell you how delicious it is. He's going to tell you how terrible it is. He's going to tell you what a fantastic decision that was. He's going to say, holy God, why did I eat that shit? I don't know. I really don't know. But what I will say is we're going to bring RATTLOCKE on the show. RATTLOCKE, we're adding you to the stream. Welcome, RATTLOCKE.
Well, how are you doing today, Schwartzy?
RATTLOCKE, we can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? What about now?
RATTLOCKE, can you guys hear the RATTLOCKE? RATTLOCKE, can you hear RATTLOCKE? Homie. We got some sound issues here. Well, isn't that nice? I think our sound engineer got a little high. What you got there? Oh.
Well, before I came on, it said I was connected.
See if we can turn your volume up. We're trying to work. He's very quiet. RATTLOCKE, we just want to see you eat some shit. RATTLOCKE. RATTLOCKE. Can you hear Devin? Devin in the chat, you said you can hear him. Is that true? If so, I can't hear him, but I'll let the segment go if you guys can hear him. And then he can just kind of, okay, you can all hear him. Okay, so here's what I want you to do, RATTLOCKE. I can't hear you worth a dick. So I'm going to let you get to the segment. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, RATTLOCKE.
Well, hello, everybody, and I myself, Vinnie RATTLOCKE here. I'm going to eat, as he would say, I don't really say that. I'm more of a family-friendly person, but tonight what we're going to be trying is I like doing cheap treats, especially on Christmas, and one of the cheap treats that I plan to try right now is this. We got Kool-Aid candy canes, and they come in 3 different flavors. We have the tropical punch, the cherry, and grape. So, let's dig in. Already loving the packaging. They have the little, if you can tell, the Kool-Aid man on any of it. Do a quick test. No, it doesn't break through a wall. But anywho, this one right here is the fruit punch. And I myself have enjoyed Kool-Aid back when I was a child at the science camp. So let's see how close it is to. Oh my God. I'm being taken back to summer. This is delicious. But it will not go through walls. I'm kind of disappointed in that. And now, oh wow. Think of making the actual Kool-Aid dumping all the sugar in and whatnot, and letting it sit out in the sun for a couple of days till it becomes very thick syrup, almost solid, and then taking a bite out of it. That's pretty much what this is. And now we're going to try the cherry. Here we are. Looks like a cherry, right? I would say so. Well, unlike the fruit punch, this does not taste like the cherry. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the grape. The grape does not taste like grape Kool-Aid. However, the grape tastes more like Fanta or grape crush even. It almost has a carbonation to it when you take the first bite. And honestly, it's not bad if it's just $1. Roji, would you like some? Thank you. So all in all, for $1, you get 6 of them, 2 of each. The tropical punch tastes just like the Kool-Aid tropical punch. The cherry lacks a little bit, and when it comes to the grape, I would say it tastes more like a soda than it does a Kool-Aid. So I'm going to give it 1 out of 7 skulls. But still, good thing for $1.
Radlock, is that you good, homie? Give me the thumbs up because I still can't hear you. But are we good with the segment? How did the segment go?
What did you do?
I can't hear you, so it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, Radlock. I want to thank Radlock for coming on. Radlock, I couldn't hear a goddamn thing you were saying, but all these homies could hear you, and they love you, and I love you, and I'm really glad you came on the show. Thank you for joining us. I want you guys to remember to I'll give you a hand later, homie. Head on over to the ZABADAS network. If you look on down in the description, you'll absolutely see where you can find them and find all their wonderful content where he eats all types of other crazy shit. I wanted to say, Radlock, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you so much for being my first guest. And thank you for eating some shit. Well, isn't that fantastic? We had Radlock come on here and eat some shit. I hope this segment went over well because I had no way of hearing it. I had to follow it along on my phone and some shit, and it was lagging because you guys get lagging. There's all types of crazy shit. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know feedback-wise in the comments if you loved Radlock eating some shit. If you loved him eating shit, we will have him come on here every so often, and he can eat some shit. We love seeing Radlock. You can follow Vinnie Radlock. You can follow him on Facebook. You can follow him on Twitter. He's got all the social media, and you can follow all of the cool stuff that he does. He doesn't just do, they eat shit. He does a lot of other things, a lot of other excellent podcast work, a lot of other video work. He's involved with Dojo Pro. So, give him a follow. He's a real interesting cat, real interesting homie, and love what he does. He's always doing some weird, wacky, wild stuff, homie. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, did you bring him back to eat more shit? The minute I say we silence the hater, he's gone. He would pop back up. So I will say the chat, I got to stop knocking shit over in the studio. Look at this. I'm going to knock this. Come here. Look at that. It's a work in progress. This is why we need sponsors. We're trying to build a set here. We're trying to make this nice. I would love to come on in the mornings and do a wake and bake with you guys, maybe a couple of times. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would love to wake up with you guys for an hour and just get a real motivating day going or some shit like that. If that's something that you guys would be interested in, we've already grown so much right now. Between two shows, homie, that's wild. That's wild. We've only had 2 shows. I've got a run sheet here because we do have to move along. We're already about 40 minutes into the cast. We're moving along pretty well. We've talked about mental health. Told you to get a dry erase board. Put your goals on a dry erase board. I want to sum that up for you again. I wanted to tell you that you're wealth. Download the Acorns app. Again, if you don't know what that is, watch the replay. Look down below in the description. Get yourself the Acorns app. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? It's wonderful. Put your money away. And then we talked to RATTLOCKE. We ate some shit. You can go to the Dollar Tree and all that and get yourself some of those Kool-Aid flavored God damn it, what are those gimmicks called? They're called candy canes. You can get the Kool-Aid candy canes and put them on your tree and maybe nibble at them every once in a while. Isn't that fantastic? We promised movies of the week, didn't we? Yes. Good Lord, I have smoked way too many dabs, which is not a thing you should normally admit. But the throat's a little tendy. I apologize. But we're going to talk about some movies. Yes, let's pull these up right here. What was our movie of last week? I'll tell you our movie of last week. It was Our Idiot Brother. Isn't that nice? Who doesn't love Paul Rudd? He's Ant-Man, you know. That's nice. I love this movie for a variety of reasons. Let me open up the chat so we can get a little interactive here. You know what I mean? I love this movie for a variety of reasons. It's funny. It's a good comedy. It's really good, but it's one of those ones that makes you think. It's a wonderful movie about, Paul Rudd is an idiot brother, is a brother to 3 very ambitious, very go-getting, very in their own world involved sisters. And he's a very simple man. He likes to just keep things simple, make sure everybody's happy. And he's very straightforward. In fact, he's almost ignorantly polite and straightforward and honest. Even in situations you probably should be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So it kind of shows how these uptight, self-confined 3 ladies intertwine amongst the other people in his life. And I think he does a wonderful job because it's one of those gentle reminders. Just take it easy, man. Relax. Just chill out. Chill out. Sometimes you are taking life too seriously and you're getting in your own way. You're self-sabotaging, like we talked about with the mental health skis. It's a wonderful movie. Anything with Zooey Deschanel is nice because she's very, very lovely to look at. We like to look at Zooey Deschanel. Isn't that nice? But the simplicity of Paul Rudd's character, and he knowingly will tell you the truth even when it hurts because he's so transparent and he's just making sure everybody's always living through the eyes of a child enough to keep you from falling into the routine of 9 to 5 and working for somebody else and trying to impress other people and making, things out to be that they're not. Sometimes you just have to simply sit down, look at things through a simpler lens and say, well, isn't that fantastic? So the movie that I chose for this week that I was hoping that you guys would all watch, Our Idiot Brother. If you haven't seen it, please give it a look. It's I've actually put it, if you have Netflix. That's right. I went through a lot of trouble for you, homies. We got some money. We got some money pumped into the show. The more money, the better, but we got a little money. So in the description, if you head on down there, you'll see the Netflix. It'll take you right there. Our Idiot Brother is on Netflix. So if you have it, isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? Just click on that right there. It'll take you right there. You can watch that movie. It's a great, fantastic movie. I love it very much. I love me some Paul Rudd. Like I said, Zooey Deschanel, very nice to look at. It's got a very eclectic cast. The general people you see in that Will Ferrell, Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen type cast. All those wonderful major players, Elizabeth Banks, Love her from a couple of the Rogan films too. She does a wonderful work. You've got a wonderful cast there. You can't go wrong, our idiot brothers. So, with that being said, let's find out what we want to watch for next week. It's December. I love Christmas. Growing up, I always used to love Halloween. That was the one. I love to dress up and be something else and all that bullshit. But basically, when you become a professional wrestler and you dance around in your skibby wibbies on a weekendly basis, it's not that big of a deal. I love Halloween, but homie, I don't need it. I like to stay home and put up my feet and do all that shit. So we're going to talk about Christmas movies. Oh, that's so fantastic. What Christmas movie are we going to watch this week and discuss next week? I'm going to tell you what movie we're going to watch this week and discuss next week. Ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, we're going to talk about The Night Before. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, I love this one. I was actually wised up to this one very recently. Isn't that nice? And isn't that fantastic? I love it. It's good times. It's good times. I was wised up to this recently, and I can't wait to watch it again. Sorry for the audio. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But The Night Before, I want everyone to check this out. Give it a watch. I believe it's on Amazon Prime right now. You can Google a list of Christmas movies and where to stream them. We're going to watch The Night Before. It's going to be great. Sit down, take your favorite substance or two, get yourself in the mood, and watch yourselves The Night Before. That's going to be a fantastic movie. I love the holidays. I love Seth Rogenski's. I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt's when he's not in Don Juan because that movie was trash. Anthony Mackie, I'm getting wised up to him. He did a wonderful job. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I haven't heard it said out loud, so pardon the ignorance if I'm not. But homie, you did a great job. You did a great job. Love it. So that's the movie we're gonna watch. What do you think about that, huh? Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? Watch some of that hot cocoa. You want to talk about hot cocoa? We can talk about hot cocoa. I got it. Let me. Boop. Oh, yeah. Let's get rid of that. Let's talk about hot cocoa real quick. That's right. That's fantastic. Oh, I love it. Today I made a big announcement. A couple days ago, I wanted to see if there was any interest in hot cocoa bombs. That's not my hand. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like I'm looking. It's not. That's a graphic skis. I wanted to see, would you like it if I had, because I wanted to get in the custom THC pastry business. I have a couple of homies that I could partner up with, but I wanted to garner some interest and see where that went. And all of you homies said, yes, I would love some holiday cocoa infused bombs, magic skis. We would love some of that. That would be nice. That would be fantastic. So with that being said, we made that happen. I got together with ZENFUL Designs. Yes, ZENFUL. ZENFUL Desserts. I'm sorry. I work with a couple other people. I apologize. I love ZENFUL Desserts. They do wonderful things. We're about to do some amazing things together. ZENFUL Desserts and myself have put together some magic cocoa bombs. That's right. I just had thank you. I just had to fill up with cocoa. This is now, I had some coffee in here, which, I don't mind any residual coffee in my cocoa, a little dance in my diet. So what we have here is we have 3 different types of cocoa bombs. We're offering 20 for 2, or 20 for 1, or 2 for 30. We've got chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate. That's nice. Yes. And they're all filled with 100 milligrams of skis and marshmallows. Isn't that nice? Well, and we are accepting pre-orders. They are all to pre-order and can be delivered. I'll be constantly posting my delivery routes and everything like that, and you can pay through PayPal and Cash App. But we are enjoying this time of year. We're enjoying getting baked. We're enjoying hot cocoa, and we're putting them together. So me and ZENFUL Desserts, We're getting the hot cocoa bombs. We're getting them going. And, you know, for those of you paying attention and listening to me and giving me a little bit of your time and efforts, I wanted you to know that this is going to be the start of something big. You know, Valentine's Day is around the corner. I'm going to be offering some chocolates around that time of year that will also be infused with some skis. And who doesn't want some skis? Everyone loves a little skis. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how this hot cocoa thing goes off. I've actually got a thing right here. I actually have pre-orders through the roof, so I think it's a hell of a start. I think this is going to be a thing. This is going to be something we like to do. We're going to do some more chocolates. We're going to do some hard candies. Schwartzy's going to have all types, and we're not just doing regular. I don't want you to get it twisted, homie. You know what? Give me a hot second. Give Schwartzy a second. I don't normally do this. I should not be leaving the set. Where's my producer? Where is my producer, Steve? Okay. Well, that's okay. Isn't that nice? Schwartzy's on a budget. Schwartzy will be his own producer, skis. Oh, yeah, let me squeeze back into the set. Okay, let me turn this graphic off because I want you to see something. I am in the business of making things that I would want. I am in that business, homie. I don't make no bullshit. So when I look at this, take a look at that. These are, and they're huge. This is the size of my fist. These are mine. First of all, this is our white chocolate. Look at that. God save the queen. What do we got here? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is just, okay, this is regular milk chocolate. Look, I'm not selling you no bullshit. I'm not trying to, this is stuff. I literally had one earlier today. I shouldn't be telling you that because I should be, you know, I'm on a diet, but they got delivered and I have to try the product over, you know, got to try the product. Got to get high on my own supply. But we are making gourmet THC product, homie, with some skis. So when I tell you Schwartzy brand is blowing up, we're blowing up, and we're blowing up because of quality, and we are blowing up because of the community, and you are the community, and I couldn't be doing this without any of you. So it's wonderful. I wouldn't have been getting those pre-orders in if it wasn't for all the wonderful homies out there. So let's get into it. We talked about the mental health. We saw RATTLOCKE eat shit. We talked about Acorns and growing your wealth on a daily basis. We talked about movies with Paul Rudd and how we're going to watch shit the night before. Good Lord. My goodness, so much going on, so much coffee in the system. But I still have an attitude of gratitude because the cup says so. Oh, isn't that nice? What we're going to do here is we're going to talk a little bit about pro wrestling. Yeah? You guys want to talk a little pro wrestling? Let's go to the chat here real quick. Speaking of pro wrestling, speaking of the chat, we've got a pro wrestling related question. And I'll answer this, yes. Will we ever see... Hold on a second. I want to see something. So if I can click on the comment. There. Oh, I can put the comment down there. The show is getting traction, homies. We're getting some money. We're getting involved. Will we ever see Schwartzy return in Upper Michigan or UPW? Well, here's the thing. Never say never in wrestling. You might see me in Upper Michigan. I love Northern Michigan. Ooh, Randy Skis and myself, we love to vacation in Northern Michigan, and we think it's fantastic. We think it's wonderful. But right now, UPW, you will not see me there anytime soon. I need a little change in roster. There's some great talents there. There's some wonderful people there. There are some great homies there that I love to lock it up with, but we're trying to make some changes in wrestling, and we have to stand ground on certain things. And I love a lot of the people there, so it's really hard for me to say this, but I don't think you'll see me there anytime soon, but other people will run. Wrestling is infectious. It's infectious. So someone will catch the disease of wrestling and it'll fester into their system. What else do we have here? Now that I can put these things on the screen, I'm trying to the Unholy D, after putting those things up there, those are some big, massive balls. Big balls, big, massive balls filled with goodies. Yes, they're filled with goodies, and they're also filled with marshmallows. Isn't that fantastic? Yes. Yes, so we have a lot of good things there. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay. So everyone's pretty much privy and up to date. Just scanning the chat here. I don't mean to waste anybody's time. Flophouse! Yeah, Dan with Flophouse. This just changed everything. Yes, everything's changed. Everything's changed right now. We're talking everything. Are we going to see Fear and Loathing in Pro Wrestling at the Flophouse? Well, yes, you are. I'm the fucking booker. I'm the booker, man. Why wouldn't I get my team over? So we don't have Fear and Loathing booked as a team at the current time, though we do have a couple of shows pretty cinched up. However, Kenny Urban will be a part of the cast, be doing some of a singles thing. So yes, we do have my boy Kenny Urban. Always got to make sure my boy's paid, laid, and made. And I really hope his wife didn't hear me say that, because he doesn't get laid unless it's with you. You're lovely. I did not. Damn it! I'm always getting my tag partners in trouble. Fear and Loathing should be holding RPW tag hold. Homie, you're telling me. It took a chair shot to take me out. I had Homie dead to rights. I was about to tap out the Dread King. That's hearsay, I'm sure, because he didn't actually do it. But Fear and Loathing should definitely have the tag titles. Hold on there, Devin. This is where everybody's. Oh, let's get the name right. Let's this is where everyone's gonna argue. RPW, let me tell you guys. You want to talk about a little wrestling? RPW just recently held the tag team tournament. A tag team tournament that me and Kenny Skis went 2 wonderful rounds. Had an enjoyable time. Wrestled these homies named Members Only out of the AIW school. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? Well, let me tell you right now, Members Only, you might not have pulled out the win. You might have showed your little assholes a little bit. But let me tell you right now, I would like to extend an open invitation. That's right, an open invitation to you gentlemen. I would like to see you gentlemen in a Flophouse ring sometime. And as the man that knows the booker, because I am the booker, I would like you to reach out to me and let's see if we can't get the team like Members Only in there. Because it's all about growing new talent, young talent. And I had a chat. I'm going to break a little kayfabe here. Suck my dick if you don't like it. I talked to Dominic Guarini. Dominic Guarini has a hand in training some of those people. Violence is forever, Dominic Guarini. And I walked right up to that motherfucker and I said, these 2 kids are going to be fantastic. And he said, isn't that nice? And I said, isn't that nice? He goes, aren't they fantastic? I said, they are fantastic. So boys, get a hold of me. Let me know what you got. Let me know if you've got the balls to step up to the party district of Flophouse Wrestling. What do you say about that? Give Schwartzy a like if you like watching, guys and gals. Jimmy Gray knows. Jimmy, homie. We love Jimmy. Jimmy, we had you guys on Flophouse. Jimmy Gray. Let me tell you right now, there's this piece of footage out there that I'm sure it exists, but we don't have much of. Jimmy Gray had an absolute teardown with Uncle Chase. I know that's probably a bad memory because we don't have the footage, but it was a wonderful memory for me. Jimmy Gray, let me tell you right now, Jimmy Gray is a wonderful singles talent, a wonderful tag talent. He's kind of like a Swiss Army man, which I pride myself on being on. So, from one Swiss Army homie to another Swiss Army homie. Love you, Jimmy Gray. Okay, let's see here. We are still talking professional wrestling. So let's talk about what we've got coming up this week, everybody. You can find me in the club. No, that's 50 Cent. You can find me at Future Great Wrestling. Isn't that nice? I love Future Grade Wrestling. Head on over to Hamilton, Ohio. You can find me at Future Grade Wrestling. Let me tell you right now, I'm balls deep in a feud with somebody that I know, I thought I respected. I thought I loved this guy. No. Let me tell you something, Zodiac. We were supposed to have a match at last call. Oh, we were supposed to have a match last week. But Barnabas Spector decided to rear his ugly head and renegotiate the contract and to get our match moved. He tried to get it canceled, but the Commissioner William Wolf said, no, thank you. He was in that ring. He let you know. So you know last week, I know, you know, we all know that this Friday, Zodiac, I'm about to whoop that ass. No. This is me. This is me sucking the dreams. I don't care how dirty that is, homie. I don't care. Zodi, let me tell you right now. I need to put you behind me. I need to get rid of you. I need to throw you out of my sights. I need to say goodbye to Zodiac. Do you know why I need to say goodbye to Zodiac? Because I should be a champion. I should be FGW champion. I should have been in the Rumble. I should be the People's Champion. I should be a tag champion. I should be holding some sort of gold at Future Great Wrestling. But right now, as we both know, there's nothing you or I can do as long as we're in each other's way. So I need to let this thing go. So not next. Sorry, I apologize. This Friday, I'm getting hyped up. This Friday, I'm going to tell you right now, homie, I'm going to beat the dog shit out of you. I'm going to break your legs. I'm going to make you tap skis. And at Hamilton, Ohio, at Future Great Wrestling, make no mistake about it. I don't care if you come looking like the Hamburglar. I don't care if you come looking like Thanos' dumb cousin. I don't care. I'm going to let you know. Everybody taps skis. Everybody's vulnerable. Everybody's legs just got a little snap in their diet. So let me tell you right now, I'm going to let you know so good. Zodiac, Future Great Wrestling, I'm going to beat the dog shit out of you. I'm going to make you tap. I'm going to send you back to your family. And I'm going to find out whoever wins at Origins. I don't know because I wasn't in the race because I've had you in my way. Whoever wins at Origins, I'm telling you right now, I want that motherfucker. I want that guy. I can say what I want on this show. It's a PG show, Future Good. But I need to take you out, Zodiac, because I need to take out the winner at Origins. I need a winner. I don't care if it's the tag champions, and I don't care if it's the People's Champion. I don't care if I'm coming for the old Feltskis. I don't care if it's Matt Taylor or Drew, or whoever the hell is holding that heavyweight title. I need to get you out of my way, Zodiac. I need to win me some gold. I'm not dicking around at Future Great any longer. It's my career, and I can cry if I want to. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? You can also, as I said, I want to face one of the winners after Origin. That's just what I would like if I had my way. I have no part in the booking, just making a argument, if you will. Origins, it's the biggest show of the year. It's coming up February 4th. It's WrestleMania, basically, over at FGW. Drew Skills, big return to the show. Won him a Royal Rumble skis. That's a lot of homies. My wife won one of those once. It's a lot of homies. So Drew Skills is back. Can't hate that. So it's just in time for Origin season. Get your tickets right now because you know I'll be there. You know Daddy's booked. You know Schwartzy's always got the booking. So you holler at your boy. Next week, you can also find me at UCW in Bay City. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? Yes, Bay City. I have had the ultimate displeasure of beating up Kyle Barrett, and then I've had the ultimate displeasure double skis of beating up the Nate Bach. I've made Kyle Barrett tap. He didn't get the message. These two can't beat me on their best day. If there's not two of them, they really just can't hang with a homie like Schwartzy. So let me tell you right now, I hope these two have learned their lesson. I'm sure they haven't, but Schwartzy's looking to win some gold around these parts too. So if you've enjoyed me tapping out the game changers, if you enjoyed me putting the loserweight title on Ordinate Boxkeys, join me in Saginaw, Michigan. Join me at UCW. Join me for a fantastic time. It usually sells out these days. It's you got some standing room. That's nice. But get your tickets now. UCW, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? All right. And also, let me share a little bit of good news. I can't really tell you exactly. Oh, you got to keep the information because wrestling's a secret. I just wanted to share something cool with you. Your boy got some good news. I can't tell you where at this moment. I can't give you the locations that I have been booked at, but your boy is coming to WrestleMania weekend. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, look at that. We ran a show last year. We brought a lot of people there. We gave them a lot of opportunities that weren't available before. We didn't let no one bog out that spot, homie. We had a lot of people join us at WrestleMania weekend last year. For Flophouse Presents Boozapalooza, we teamed up with Crab Wrestling, and that was nice as well. We had a show there. We made a lot of dreams, a lot of memories, a lot of homies, a lot of players, a lot of baby boys, a lot of baby girls, and all that shit. So it's nice to say that I will be in Dallas this year. Isn't that nice? Like I said, I can't really divulge where I'll be, but it's good news, and I love sharing good news on the stream. I love sharing good news with all my homies. I love sharing good news with all my players, baby boys, baby girls, and gender fluent skis. All the he's, she's, theys, and thems. I love you all. I love you all equally. So I really wanted to share that information with you. Isn't that nice? So we're about to, we're kind of like wrapping down here. We're kind of getting to the end of the show. If you have anything that you want to ask me in the chat, put it now or forever hold your peace in your hand. By your peace, I mean your silence, not your wiener or your genitals. That would be gross. Sean Tyler, what a burn. I didn't burn the Sean Tyler. Sean Tyler teamed with me, and Sean Tyler wasn't the loserweight champion, homie. Captain Canada was. I teamed with him the second week last past Saturday, something like that. Those two idiots decided to mess with me again. Sometimes you have to teach homies a lesson. I said, homie, I will get that belt off you immediately. Let's go kick some ass. Homie Captain Canada came out with me. I pulled him on top of Nate Bach. So Nate Bach is now walking around with 2 pounds of aluminum and some tape that says he's a loser. So, when you go to UCW, if you want to head over to his Facebook or his Twitter, Nate Boxkeys, just let him know Schwartzy sent you and that he's a big loser. I think that was funny, and I think that was fantastic. But no, we're not burning Sean Tyler, though. I found him in a dumpster the night that we tagged, so we kind of helped him out. He was in a tough spot. Yes, the Velvet Voice would love to be a voice at Flophouse. AF. What is going on? What is this? What is that? Look at all that. I get little marshmallows. Should not be drinking that. I should be at the gym. The Velvet Voice would love to be at the Flophouse's fight. Yes. Well, I will let you know that right now Flophouse does have 2 resident announcers. I do apologize. I did used to work with old Dustin here at VIP. You did a wonderful job, but we currently use Stepstool Sarah. We love you, Stepstool Sarah. You're amazing. They are one of my favorite people. Sometimes I think they're not having a good time, and I look over at Sarah Skis, and then she's like, and a smile comes out, and it's like, oh, that's put a smile on my face. Isn't that nice? But coming back to the brewery, now that we're debuting at the brewery, we decided to give people a little bit of a familiar setting, somebody that helped us obtain the brewery. We wanted to pay it forward to a homie. Zane Paisley will be returning. He was our first announcer. He was able to do that on our first show. He was able to do that on our Christmas special, which I am trying to get to all you homies here on the Flophouse page. and all that good shit. We didn't talk about it, did we? I told you I was going to have something awesome for you guys. You love to see it. Flophouse is back, baby. Flophouse is back. We're back at the Indiana Brewing Company. We're going to be there February 20th on the Friday, 2022. Isn't that fantastic? That is a hot venue, baby boys and girls and baby gender fluents. I'm coining that, baby gender fluents. That's nice. I'm very inclusive. Look at me. Born in 1984 and able to get with the times, so can you, motherfucker. So you love to see it. You love to see it. We're over at the Indiana Brewing Company. Tickets are $15 on pre-sale. You can find the tickets in the descripciones. $20 at the door. Save yourself $5 a ticket, homie. It's going to be a good time. Doors at 6 because we know it gets a little chilly out there. Bell time at 7. We're going to have a taco truck. Isn't that nice? We're going to have a taco truck outside. We're going to have a taco truck out there so you guys can go outside, get yourself some tacos. You're more than welcome to bring them in. It's okay. We just can't fit the truck inside. So we will be serving, Flophouse won't have the traditional food that we serve at our summer events. And I'm so sorry. We know you love a Flophouse burger, but we also know that food is very important as part of the experience. So, homies, players, let me tell you right now, we're going to have a taco truck, and it's going to be wonderful. They're brewing a whole new batch. Everything that was fermented over the last year is being debuted the night before, so they'll have fresh brews in there. Isn't that nice? You're going to see what it's all about. You're going to see what the Indiana Brewing Company is truly all about, and running a show in there, it's going to be wild time. It's going to set up like a concert. What a great time we're going to have. And I wanted to give you some insider info. That's right. So the other bookers did not want me to give any information until tomorrow when we announce a match. We're going to announce a match tomorrow night. Isn't that nice? Well, they said I can't announce a match. They did not say I cannot announce a new talent skis. That's right. I have a new talent skis that's coming to the Flophouse. Do you guys want to see who the new talent skis is? Hold on. That's the wrong graphic. That was Radlock. Radlock's already been there. Do you guys want to hear what the new talent is? Oh, you do want to hear. That's so nice. Ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, a gentleman that I've had the pleasure and sometimes displeasure of crossing paths with. Somebody that I've met over in Ohio. Somebody that I'm telling you right now, he's just waiting for the right moment. He's just waiting for somebody to see him. He's waiting for the right thing. This gentleman is pure talent in a fucking bottle rocket that's shooting to the sky. Isn't that nice? Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Taylor, the guiding light, is Flophouse as fuck, homie. Isn't that nice? He's going to be preaching his way all the way over to Flophouse in February. That's right. We've got Matt Taylor coming out. This guy is fantastic. This guy is superb. This guy knows exactly what he's doing, skis. I've had the pleasure and displeasure because he's a little bit preachy, if you know what I'm saying. But I've also stepped in the ring with him, and what a hell of a talent he is. So we absolutely had to get ourselves some Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor is an absolute gem. And if anybody can at least see him on IWTV when we put stuff out there and we put clips out on the internet, if we can do our job and get some eyes, get the right, that's all wrestling is all wrestlers are waiting for the right set of eyes. And he works a couple of great places that already have some eyes on him. But hey, what's one more in the chamber, right? So I'm telling you, this guy is going to be a star. He's been around for a while. He's recently found himself within the business. He is going to be a major star. A guy like Tony Khan skis. I'm going to tell you right now, you should sign Schwartzy. But if you don't sign Schwartzy, that's right, even though you should sign yourself Matt Taylor. Why should you sign yourself Matt Taylor? Because he's a wonderful guy, wonderful gimmick, wonderful worker, wonderful this, wonderful that. He brings and adds to any product, skis. Matt Taylor, we are excited So excited. Ooh, very excited. We are so excited to have you at the Flophouse Wrestling. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I think that's nice. I like that a lot. So, well, we covered a lot of stuff here. Devin said he's seen Matt in a Toledo show. Yes. Well, isn't that fantastic? I will say, he works over at War Wrestling. Do love me some War Wrestling. We used to call him Big Tom. Big Tom lost some weight. He's like a medium-sized Tom now. Good. Bad props to you, Tom, on your fitness journey. But we see him over at War. Always got to throw mad props out. We always see him over at War doing fantastic things. I've met him over at Future Great. I couldn't get enough of this guy. I think he's wonderful. I think he's fantastic. Ref Steve would love to work at Flophouse Wrestling. Look at everyone jumping in the chat asking for a job. Cornering old boy here. Isn't that nice? Ref Steve, we'd love to have you over at Flophouse. I'm sure we can talk in the future. I will see you this Friday, homie. Do what everyone else does. Just corner me so I can't leave. Give me nice backed into the corner. I'm like, oh shit, it's fucking Steve. Yes, Steve. Sure, we'll use you, Steve. And just give me the pitch there. We'll talk Friday, homie. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Great balls of cocoa. And what kind of great balls of cocoa? I'll tell you what kind of great balls of cocoa, even though we're going over our time here a little bit. That's right, Schwartzy's Magic Gogo Bombs. $20 or 2 for $30. Chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate. They're filled with 100 milligrams of skis and marshmallows, and you pre-order them through Cash App and PayPal, and we'll get you all situated there. Also, I wanted to let you know, didn't want you to forget, that we are sponsored today. We have people that believe in the product. Isn't that nice? Pro Wrestling Edge. These homies have always had our back. These guys have always had my back. Let me tell you right now, these guys are also sponsors of Flophouse. I'm not trying to divulge this. I'm trying not to. I don't want people beating down your door for sponsorship skis, but I gotta put it over. These guys have sponsored a lot of Schwartz's endeavors, made a lot of things happen for us here. We love you guys. Pro Wrestling Edge. What a podcast. They talk about wrestling, not just Michigan wrestling. They're based in Michigan, but not just Michigan wrestling. That's right. They talk about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. They talk about things that you see on IWTV. They talk about things all over the Midwest. Sometimes they talk about things that you see in Florida. It's kind of crazy. They have all types of talents on their show. You can follow them. You can follow along with everything they do. Head on over to Anchor and subscribe on over there. Get yourself an Anchor account. Download you some Anchor and get yourself some Pro Wrestling Edge. Also, I like to follow them. I personally listen to Pro Wrestling Edge. I listen to them on Spotify. You can go over to Spotify. You can download Spotify, and you can go to Pro Wrestling Edge, and you can click the follow button, and they will let you know about all their new stuff. And you always want to know about all the new stuff, and they will let you know. Isn't that nice? Okay. Well, also, you can head on over to YouTube. Follow them over on the YouTube skis. They're over on YouTube doing their thing. You can see the video. You can see them chatting it up, smoking it up. They got D-Mac on there. Darren McCarty, 4-time Stanley Cup champion. He's a regular guest on there. Don't you want to chat it up with Darren McCarty? You do want to chat it up with Darren McCarty and the rest of the gang over at Pro Wrestling Edge. Just go give them a loving look. Isn't that nice? Goes down smooth. Also, the Midnight Snuggie Hour. Isn't that nice? Yes. You can go follow them. They have they have one episode up right now that I recently listened to. I'm podcast to podcast. One episode up on Google Podcasts. It's really informative, really good stuff. They've got wonderful content over there. If you check out the Midnight Snuggie Hour, you can head on over to Google Podcasts. You give them a follow, and they will notify you when all the new episodes coming out, where they talk everything that's entertainment, baby. Love me some entertainment. Also, speaking of entertainment, I'll tell you about entertainment. Natives Against Thankstaking. What is that? I'll tell you what it is. It's not just this crazy picture that's popping up on my screen with all this wonderful marijuana that's on there that you know you want to smoke. Natives Against Thankstaking is a group that you can find on Facebook. What kind of group? I'll tell you what kind of group, you silly boys and girls and gender fluent skis, all you he, she's, and theys and thems. I will let you know. It's memes, wrestling, and weed. What a wonderful combination. So if you head on over to Facebook, type in your search bar Natives Against Thankstaking, and I'll tell you right now, you can look at all the memes, weed, and wrestling you want, and that's just a wonderful combination. I don't know why you wouldn't want that combination in your diet. So, do that for yourself. Isn't that nice? We're gonna pop back over to the chat here. My producer, thank you. My producer just got me a water skis, knowing the dab skis is catching up to me after an hour. Isn't that nice? Thank you, producer. We love look at. I'm gonna pop that one on there. That's nice. We love Schwartzy. Dan, I love you too. Love you too. My opinion on deathmatch wrestling. Okay, I can do that. Okay. My opinion on deathmatch wrestling. Well, as some of you know, as some of you don't know, I don't know what you know, but I'm going to wise you up, homies. I have done some deathmatch wrestling. I've recently done some deathmatch wrestling over at RPW, more specifically. Isn't that nice? And I did some at Asylum Wrestling Revolution. Isn't that fantastic? I've done a couple of death matches recently, and I've enjoyed them. I've also a former Prince of the Death Matches. What? A lot of people don't know that little fact about me. 2016 Prince of the Death Matches. I did it. I was in King of the Death Matches. That was nice too. I enjoyed myself. That was wonderful. Really, so I've done it. I love it. I do. I love it, and I love to see it done right. I love me some deathmatch wrestling. I'm not an expert on deathmatch wrestling. I'm not going to claim to be one. I'm just a professional wrestler that's been around it. I'm married to Randy West, so yeah, I will say I've seen a fair share of the culture of deathmatch wrestling. So for me, as long as it's done right, I love it. It's great. I like to think of professional wrestling as think of it as a corporate building, just a big office building, okay, where you rent offices or not rent offices out. That's a bad analogy. It's a big corporate office, big Google, like Google. And in Google, there's a bunch of departments, okay? And in every department, it has a purpose and has a goal. And each of those departments functions with all the other departments. And even though some departments are like, that department's worthless, it's not worthless. All these departments are very important, and they make the company function. The company being pro wrestling. Isn't that nice? So what I want to say is that one of those departments is deathmatch wrestling, and it's a very crucial part to the ecosystem that is professional wrestling. So my opinion on deathmatch wrestling is, as long as it's done right, as long as it's done well, I love to see it. I love to be a part of it. Maybe you'll see me back in deathmatch wrestling again someday. Right now, I'm not really doing that. But I love deathmatch wrestling. I think it's wonderful. I just love to see it done right. I don't like seeing anyone get hurt to the point where they're not doing anything, where they're not able to wrestle anymore. That's kind of crap. So we don't love that. We don't love that. Am I winning the Rumble? I'm secretly no, but mandatory. I drew number 31. Joke. Insert that there. I drew number 31. I do not get to go into the Rumble because it's 30 people. Do you get the joke? Oh, God, I tell it every year. It's my dad joke. Schwartzy versus Riddle in the main event. I don't think that's a thing. Thank you. If you have WWE 2K or some shit like that and you want to download Schwartzy, because he is available. I believe a couple people made some Schwartzes. Isn't that's so nice? Flattering. They also made me a lot more ripped than I am. Isn't that nice? But that's the only way you're going to see Schwartzy versus Riddle at this juncture. Wouldn't turn down a contract, but aiming for a couple different places. Obviously, I'll go wherever I can at this point. Schwartzy's a big pile of hooker. I am here to sell my soul. Isn't that nice? Okay. Well, I think we've caught up. Have we caught up? I want to make sure I've got you all your chat. Favorite finisher. Also, who's sold your curb stomp the best? Oh my goodness. My favorite finisher. I love it right now. I love that I'm using the figure 4 skis. I love that shit. Homie, I think it's tried and true. I think the figure 4 is not something you see on the independents. I think it's not something you see a lot of places. It's mainstream, but I think it's good that we rock out the figure 4 and that we give them something different on the independents. But who sold my curb stomp the best? I'll tell you who sold my curb stomp the best. If you go to, and it's my body of work. I know I don't work there, and everyone says, oh, it's my body of work. Go to watch me at King of the Death Matches. That's right. Isn't that fantastic? 2016 King of the Death Matches. Reed Bentley took a curb stomp right into a whole pit of mouse traps. Yes, isn't that nice? He took a curb stomp into a pit of mouse traps, and that looked like shit. I mean, it looked good. It looked like it sucked to deal with. So that's who I would say took my curb stomp the best. I did have a lovely curb stomp, and every once in a while, Daddy, bust that bad boy out. You know, it's always keep everything in the arsenal and make sure that you have all the moves. What do we got here? What else here? All right. I think that we are all caught up with the chat. Speak now or forever hold your peace, because we're going past the hour time. I don't mind chatting it up with you, homies. I love doing this. You know, I've got my sponsors. The sponsors have made this possible for me to sit here in front of you and take the time out of my day. As most of you know, I brought back Flophouse. That takes a lot of my time. I run the Schwartzy brand. Running the Schwartzy brand is a full-time job. When you're a wrestler, you care about your job. You treat it like a job. You want it to be your full-time job, and you don't want to 9 to 5 it. Well, you do like Schwartzy does, and you go full steam ahead. So I give that a lot of my time. And then, as you know, I'm launching my edible brand right now, where this winter, this holiday season, isn't that nice? We're gonna do things with these bombs. You know, we've got these Gogo Bombs here. Let's show you these like one more time. These are amazing. Look at that. You can't hear it. Look at that. Look at that. Also, we don't have them available right now, but if the demand is high enough, I will say this. I have a red velvet thingy here. Yes. We can make them in red velvet. If there's enough demand, we can do that. Christopher Lewis, welcome to the chat. Your fart is nice. He's farting. He's made 6 farts in my chat. 7 farts in my chat. Chris Lewis, I haven't seen you in a while, homie. Reach out to me. I'll be in Michigan soon. I'd love to drop one of these bombs off to you. One of these THC-infused Gogo Bombs. If you reach out to me, send me a private message. I do want to catch up with you, homie. It's been a long time. I will bring you over some of those infused gimmicks. We will talk. We'll catch up. It'll be nice. It'll be fantastic. Thank you for farting in my chat, making it nice and stinky. I love you too. I do. You know what? Me and my homie Chris here, we had a little bit of a falling out years ago. I wish to catch up with him. Let me tell you right now, life is too short. Life is too short. So I want to reach out. I want to speak with you, Chris. Let's catch up on old times. If not, you can tell me to go fuck myself. That happens quite frequently. I'm a wrestler. I can dig it. How much are the bombs? The diggity bombs. The bombs are 2, so they're $20 each. Okay, you can get them for $20 each, or you can get 2 for $30. Goodness gracious! Thank God for my producer. Well, that's nice. They are $20 each, or they are 2 for $30. Currently, I'm also running a special for a lot of you people that have reached out, a lot of people that have decided to pre-order. I'm doing 6 for $75. What? Isn't that fantastic? That's right. You'll get 2 of the chocolate, 2 of the dark chocolate, and 2 of the white chocolate. That's right. For $75. All you have to do is reach out to me. But that's kind of the deal we got going on there. So that's what we got with how much the bombs are. That's kind of our deal. non-wrestling related. I didn't even read this. I just put it on the screen. This is bad. Non-wrestling related question for someone who does not smoke weed, but is in dire need of something to help with anxiety and pain. Would you recommend it? Well, I'm going to tell you something that might be a little bit surprising. Yes, Steve, I know that's you. God damn it, Steve. I know it's you. I'm going to say something a little surprising to you. Maybe. There's a lot of strains out there. If you can get to a dispensary especially, they can help you find something that better suits your needs. There's some really strong stuff out there. The problem with it is if you have bad anxiety and you have all types of creepy thoughts and all that type of shit, you don't want anything strong. It will enhance your anxiety. It will make you super paranoid, and it won't be a good time. I think any weed aficionado, anybody that's been smoking for a long time, can let you know and fully admit that you don't want to have anything that has adverse effects on you. It should be an enjoyable time. But there are low grade strains, and you can start small and you can work your way up. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? Go to a dispensary. You can get something. You can get things as low, and they're super cheap at times. They have 7% THC. You know, generally a lot of people be rocking with 17 to 19% THC on average. You know, sometimes I like to get in the high 20s. But with that being said, as long as you go to a qualified professional, go to a dispensary is my, because I don't sell marijuana. That's not my deal. If you go to a legal state, go to a dispensary. They will absolutely hook you up. You can start with edibles if you're not looking to smoke. There's many different ways of doing it. So yes, I would recommend it, but I would recommend going to a dispensary and having a qualified professional get you what you need. I would definitely. That's, we have these resources these days. Excuse me, Jesus, Murphy. Damn Coco's coming back to haunt me. We have all these resources these days. Marijuana is legal in a couple of states right now, and they have these dispensaries with all these qualified professionals. They're called bud tenders. And let me tell you right now, they're there to help you. They're there to tell you what you need, tell you what you want. They're there to help you. Sometimes they're little pushy salesmen, like car salesmen. Oh, buy this. It's not very often, but they generally have empathy for what you're there to buy. And go there and get a qualified professional to help you out. I don't see why we don't use these things. Why they're here to help you. So start small, work your way up, and all that bullshit. What do we got here? Bitcoin gonna rip, bro. I stocked up on the ETH's Ethereum. Let's go, homie. Love to hear it. Transparency. I do not have Bitcoin. I know I should have Bitcoin, especially with the recent tip in Bitcoin. I thought there was a good chance to buy, but I got involved in the metaverse a little bit on that. But Ethereum is always a buy for Schwartzy. Ethereum is a weekly buy for Schwartzy. I am not a financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. Like, I can't tell you where to take your money and where to put it and all that. I can just tell you what I would do, like my Acorns account. That's something that I use, so I'd recommend it. But it's not so much advice as it is something that I do that works for me. Ethereum, I buy Ethereum weekly. You can buy $10 to $20 a week. Isn't that nice? I see it going up real high. I see the $10,000 price point on it. I believe it's somewhere in the 4,000s right now. Something like that. I'm not sure. Something like that. But Ethereum is always a buy. Always getting Ethereum. That's a great one. Again, not a financial advisor, but I like Solana. Solana's a good one. Solana, Solana, Solana. That's the way. I made that song up just now because I like Solana. Solana, I think that's chasing Ethereum in my opinion. So I will say Solana's a good one. And also, I got involved in the metaverse, as long as we're talking about some of the things. I got involved in two of the major ones. I didn't want to get in anything else. I got involved in Decentraland Mana. Decentraland, isn't that nice? I think it's fantastic. And I also got involved in Sandbox. Those are some well-priced things. They're still kind of low right now. I think they're at a good price point. I enjoy them thoroughly. You know, they're going to go up here real soon again, in my opinion. Not an advisor, but I think they're going to go up soon. So I am going to see myself buying into those on a regular basis going forward until I see them hit a point where I'm like, oh, you're going to drop, baby boy. I know what you're going to do to me. You got to keep your eyes on it. You got to know what to buy. You got to know what to sell. You have to have diamond hands, as they say, and hold on to your shit, but you also have to have an exit strategy. If you're happy with your profits, never be afraid to pull out. Pulling out, it's what made college a wonderful experience for most of you, so don't be afraid to do that with your money. Isn't that dirty? Isn't that fantastic? Well, I think we've answered a lot of the questions in the chat. My voice is basically shot. I've got a lot of orders coming in for Gogo Bombs. You can hit me up. And all that good shit. You can hit me up on any which way you want. Message me. Shoot on my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all in the description. Everything we covered today. The mental health, that's not in the description. That's just get a dry erase board. Rattlocke eats shit. You can find him on the ZABADAS network. You can see it down there. You can go check that shit out. Go look down there. Go look in the description. You can see where you can see more. The Wealth, the Acorns app. You can see where you can download Acorns. It's free to download, and all you do is hook up what you're doing. We talked about the movies. We talked about seeing the night before next week. We're gonna watch that movie. We talked pro wrestling a lot. We talked about a lot. We always get caught up on pro wrestling, so we ain't mad at it. But let me tell you right now, thank you for listening to the show. You know, we are sponsored by Pro Wrestling Edge. Our boys over at Pro Wrestling Edge, covering all types of pro wrestling all over the Midwest and even outside of it, having all types of eclectic guests and people like that. Sometimes they get joined by guest host D-Mac. That's right, the Darren McCarty, the 4-time Stanley Cup champion, is occasionally the guest host on there. It's a fun. They also have a little bit of an interactive experience. You can follow them on the Anchor, on the Spotify, like where I follow them, and you can also catch them on YouTube. You can also catch the Midnight Snuggie Hour. They have an episode up right now. Listen to them on the Google Podcast. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? Go give them a follow. You'll get notified. You can talk about all types of entertainment over there. It's the Snuggie Hour. Get warm. Get comfy. Join the Midnight Snuggie Hour. And also, you can join a wonderful group over on Facebook, Natives Against Thankstaking. Wow. They talk about memes, wrestling, and weed. Head on over to Facebook right now. Like them on Facebook. Give them a click skis. Go in that little search bar, Natives Against Thankstaking, as I knock over everything in the goddamn studio that we just paid for through our sponsors like Natives Against Thankstaking. But you can follow them. You can enjoy all the wonderful media, all the shit posting they put up. I love a good shit poster. Let me tell you right now, I don't know why they call it shit posting. They should call it fucking blessed posting, because they be blessing my feeds with all that good shit. I want to thank you all for joining me today on Better Days. What I need you to do, homies, okay? What I need you to do is I need you to like this video. Helps the algorithm out, helps me look good, helps everything jump all over the Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all that shit. Figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. Believe me, Chris. I am trying to figure it out. But let me tell you right now, if you can give me a like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button. You can follow Schwartzy whenever you want, get notified, hit that notification, set them notifications up, and follow me. And I just want you to know that it wasn't just fate. It just wasn't happenstance. It was because of all of you that I found myself having better days. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the description, like, subscribe, and love every minute of life, homies.